robbery. Touch of something. A witness looked on from a window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Well, we are gonna send in the fucking SWAT team. We can actually send in... We can send in this... I want to send in the fucking SWAT team then. SWAT team and... fucking Stovall. Great guy. He's gonna have some fun here with Samadhi. There we go. Those guys can go for it. Hello everyone and welcome to This is the Police. My name is Ordinary Oli and we are gonna jump right into day 5 of this really awesome game. The newspaper headlines of today reads, Officer Blaine explains, I thought he was a suicide bomber. Well, she apparently wasn't. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant. Okay, so what the fuck, dude? Really? What the fuck? Mayor Rogers City has no problems with the racists. Okay, well we apparently do, because in the previous video we had to fire every single one of our black employees because a racist gang was going around saying they were gonna kill them all. But let's see what the story of this day has to offer.
To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
My little naughty thing. Sounded a bit creepy. In a chest. In a roll of medicine?
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn.
Oh, that's true. Is that the fuck? No, that's not the mayor.
In all the years
that's the police
together,
officer
Kendrick
friend.
Never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
Okay, so Kendrick's got bodyguards now, apparently. So he must be in real danger. Even if he's got 2.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Holy shit, he's in real trouble.
Contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Holy shit. So he made a real boo-boo and got into some bad stuff with the mafia. So those two guys outside isn't his bodyguards. Or aren't his bodyguards. I'm not sure about that. No matter what, they are not his bodyguards. They are there to secure that he does not run anywhere and that he can pay back the mafia in whatever way they deem necessary. So his family's in danger if he doesn't, and I'm not gonna be a dick and refuse to help a guy like that, even if he is corrupt or whatever. He is in real danger. I'm not really doing it for him, actually, if I need to be honest. I'm doing it for the family that he has. So let's agree to help him.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank.
Okay, that's one way to formulate please leave. That's cool. We got what we wanted. Or he got what he wanted.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Oh shit. Well, let's go to work and have a great day, guys. This is such a huge bummer, really, but I think we can deal with it. Aims. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight home. Can I go? I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yeah, she's only one of those energy things left, so yeah, she can definitely go home. Yancey, on the other hand, it looks like the janitor hasn't been around to clean the toilets today. I don't know about you, but I care about the cleanliness of my intimates. Can I go home? Why would you want... No! Because the toilet's broken, and then you want to go home? You can find another fucking toilet, dude. Okay, so let's start this awesome day. Oh yeah, we gotta put on some tunes just as usual. Let's try... That's not something new. I don't want to try... There, that's the one we want to try. Butt meets Bob. Is it gonna sound good? Yes, awesome. Now let's get started on answering some calls. Request to City Hall. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Sure thing. So, affairs. City Hall. Request to City Hall. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some of your requests, so only ask for what you really need. Job slot officer. Request an expansion of your staff officer roles. Job slot detective, SWAT upgrade, and a raise. Let us ask for well, a raise. So let's send that just to see what happens. I mean, just to get started. Now we had a call. Disorderly conduct at Eddie's Burgers. Every morning, there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Well, we can't have that, so we're gonna send Just and Grant to fix that problem. Then we're gonna see there. Fire all black cops. Tomorrow is the deadline. Oh, really? I actually need to fire Stovall. I forgot all about that. He's our best cop. From City Hall. Here's your week's salary. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. Oh, so we actually got a raise. Or what? Wait. I'm not. Nah, I think that's just my weekly salary. Okay. Well, I don't think we got the raise yet then. If we're gonna get it. Robbery. Touch of something. A witness looked on from a window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Well, we are gonna send in the fucking SWAT team. We can actually send in. We can send in this. I want to send in the fucking SWAT team then. SWAT team and fucking Stovall. Great guy. He's gonna have some fun here with Samadhi. There we go. Those guys can go for it. I really want to see what happens if there's something different when the SWAT teams goes in. How do I... let's see here. A fight residential area. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Fucking hell, man. Let's send 2 officers out on that one. Then I want to check affairs. Police station. Stovall. Gonna have to fire you, dude. I need to fire you legally. Sorry about that, but if that's an option. Armstrong, you too, dude. This really sucks because these are really good guys, but now we at least have no personnel on shift A, and I don't think we have anyone left on shift B either that are of black descent. So yeah, but let's just continue on then. Fire all Black Ops. Jack, keep up the good work and we'll make sure your final days at Freeburg PD are much more comfortable. Yeah, we fired all of them, even though I don't condone it. Disorderly conduct, offender caught, officers unharmed. Great fucking job, guys. You can go back. And the SWAT team is almost there. See what happens. Nothing really yet. Okay. Oh, there we go. Robbery. The shop has 2 exits from which a few people have already fled. Drive a patrol car right through the front window, enter the store through the main entrance, sneak up to the back door. The stick-up man notices the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off, or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. Okay, you in the mask, shut your face, drop the weapon. Silently take aim at the robber. Quiet, Abdul. You're just making things more complicated. Okay. Oh, I love situations like these because they really make you think. Silently take aim. We're not gonna take him out, and then the cashier stays alright. He's gonna be harmed too. You in the mask, shut your face, drop the weapon. Robbery. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. Shoot the robber. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. There's 2 ways out this shops. In cuffs or in a body bag. Oh. I'm not gonna let him leave. He made a crime. He's gonna pay for it. There's 2 ways out of this shop. In cuffs or in body bag. But is that... I won't actually let him leave if I choose that one, will I? It'll just be a trick so he can release the hostage. But we can also say there's 2 ways out this shops, in cuffs or in body bag. I'm gonna choose that one. Okay. Offender caught. Great. Officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Woo! Okay. Nice job, Stovall, Samadhi, SWAT team. Awesome. So we got a robbery again. Robbery at city center. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Liang while she was on the way to the pawn shop. Let's send Beasley on a lead on that one, because he's apparently the only one we've got. We need more detectives. Let's hire Javier for shift A. Right? Yeah. Cool. And then let's go back. Countryside. Jack, this year the organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rule of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in the competition. Kochi, you worked, he had a boxing match, something like that before. Let's send Kochi and, I don't know, Gist. Maybe they can do something. Just to earn that extra side cash. Municipal assignment from City Hall. It's a hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freeburg, and the press was in an uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. Birch, you go do your job. And you do it good, buddy. Investigations, how's it going with those? I got the homicide details. That's the one with the thing there, but there aren't really any more details they've added, so we're just gonna let that go. A fight. Officer offender caught, officers unharmed. Great. Fucking good, guys. Calhoun and Yancey, nice job. Both of you over 250 now in stars, that's pretty fucking good. Destruction of property. A gallery of modern art. At a gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Holy shit, we can send in a lot of officers that one, but we only got Gant. Gandalf. Or Grant, actually. Well, we're just gonna send in one then and hope nothing really happens to her. Not really anything we could do. We should probably help some more officers back, but I was really hoping nothing big would happen. Robbery. Bao Liang, the victim. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. Dwayne Fishman witness. The offender was on a motorcycle, drove down the road, grabbed the bag, then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. We got a lot of witness statements here. We got a sequence, but we have not got enough sequence or frames to make a complete story. So we're gonna have to let that one slide so far, and then see what happens later on. A new report. We did it, boy. We won. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting, even though thought us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. Sure thing, guys. You can take a day off. Destruction of property. Offender escaped, officer unharmed. Well, we sent one out there, but Grant couldn't really do anything since she was alone. Which makes sense. I mean, that's fair enough. Reaching nighttime here. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee there. Robbery report. From Detective Beasley. We got 3 new frames. Okay. That's something. So, let's see here. We've got her with the bag. How was it that we... Oh, I can't remember how we made the sequence again. Could we? Oh yeah, okay, we could make the sequence up here. So, there we go. There we go. There we go. Sequence complete. The suspect is Quan Lin, Chinese immigrant recently expelled from the university. So, let's look at his suspect. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. Okay. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. So, also remember that criminals will react different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even send a SWAT team if you see fit. I definitely don't see the SWAT team fit here. You stole a bag. That's not something to send a SWAT team for. We're gonna send Stovall and Calhoun and then see if those guys can do something alongside Beasley. Well, then I actually think that we've got another investigation that we can fix, because I think I got it wrong how you make it. We got 3 frames, which means the sequence will be something like this. Nope. And we can't move these. We only got the ending and the start. So maybe like that, or like that. Maybe they start out driving from there, and then no, really, something like that. Okay, I think we need more frames then, still, which is cool. So we're just gonna wait a little longer until the investigation grows further. Vandalism at the Atticus Tower. A guard went through a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat off the street. You can take it from here. Let's send Samadhi and Grant out on that one. Hopefully they can catch the guy. It is nothing big, but 2 officers, if they're available, could be something. And we still got Yancy left. So he can probably do something if another call comes in. We're going awfully close to night here. Robbery. Offender caught. Great. And no officers unharmed. Or no officers harmed, I'm guessing. Case closed. You're able to arrest all the suspects. Awesome. Good job, guys. Nice work. Nice team effort right there. And we are reaching nighttime. We should be done there. Vandalism report. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Fucking great. That was that. And now we can end the day. Looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Well, that's great. Okay, I don't need anyone working overtime here. Stovall, you're fired. Armstrong, you're fired. Pretty much everyone who's black is fired. Yancey, you definitely don't need to work at shift A tomorrow. No, no one needs to work at tomorrow. That's fine. End the day. Checkpoint. Day 6. And those are the newspapers of day 6. I'm gonna end this video here. I think it's actually really appropriate to take one day for each episode when I play this game. I really love this game. It's really fun. It's got both the story and also the strategy gameplay of how you want to manage a city with police officers. And as I said, this gripping story that actually involves what you're actually doing and how you're doing it, because it's not just, I don't know, like Civilization or a Roller Coaster Tycoon where you manage a police station just as you would manage a country or nation or amusement park in games like that. But there's also this side story that involves what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what your end goal is actually. So I really like that. But that was day 5, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it and haven't subscribed yet, it would be really awesome if you could. But most importantly, as always, thank you so incredibly much for watching. Really makes me happy to see. And bye bye.